And if you've had that experience, if you're watching right now and you've had that experience, I want you to hear something that's really important. I needed to learn this for myself, and I hope that this helps you. You trusting somebody is not a mistake. Your openness is not weakness. It is absolutely not. But what healing is going to require of you is something really important, and that is you must bring your power back to you, or take your power back from those people, those circumstances, those situations, and those environments. If someone you trusted hurt you, manipulated you, abused you, you are not a victim. You can be victimized and not be a victim. Your willingness to trust is not your weakness. I want you to hear that. It is your openness. And openness is one of the most beautiful qualities that a human being can have. Do not let anyone take that part of your humanity. And it's difficult because I've lived it myself. But when trust has been broken, so if you've had somebody in your life, or you've had a teacher or a leader that has hurt you or others, that you're trying to reconcile in your mind and in your heart, there are a few things that could help you to heal. And so let's talk about those. The first one is allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to feel your anger, your disappointment, your grief. Let that energy move through you. If you don't, it will get stuck in your body. And when it gets stuck in your body and you suppress that energy and that emotion, it has to go somewhere. It has to go somewhere. So do not let yourself suppress those emotions. Feel them. Those emotions are normal. Don't stay stuck there, but feel them. The second thing is it's difficult sometimes to separate the things you've learned from the person that you've now discovered that they've shown up as. And so that teaching, the experience that you had with a particular teacher might have really helped you grow, even if the teacher then you discovered became somebody that was out of alignment, out of integrity, or abusive, etc. And what I want you to recognize, and of course, you can apply this to anybody, friends. It doesn't have to be a leader. It doesn't have to be a religious figure. It doesn't have to be a spiritual teacher. It could be anybody in your life. This could be your spouse. In my case, my dad was my great teacher in this. The teaching can help you grow, even if the person becomes someone that you would never want to spend time with, that you would reject in your life. You can take the wisdom that you gained and release the attachment to the person. Not easy, but it is possible. and it just may help you heal through it. The other thing I want you to think about is it's very important for you to reclaim your own spiritual authority. No teacher should ever become the source of your identity or your connection to spirit. Your spiritual connection, your gifts belong to you. They belong to you. And if there's a teacher that you feel like is taking power or manipulating in some way, or having you think that they have some power over you, or that they are better and wiser than you, walk the other direction. Listen to your intuition, because there is no teacher that has a right to take your energy and your power from you. And unfortunately, it happens more than it should. And again, this could be anybody, it might not be a spiritual teacher. That's just the topic I'm talking about. And then the fourth one is maintaining your own energy. You do not need to spend time losing your energy, like, for example, online fighting keyboard warriors. Maintain your energy. If you're angry, going out and attacking people is not going to move that anger out of your body. It's just going to activate it even more. And be mindful of the environment you put yourself in. What you consume, what you take in, what you read, what you listen to, what you see, the environments you put yourself in, the people that you put yourself around, be extremely mindful of that energy. You don't need to attack and you don't need to defend. You simply need to hold your own energy, get centered and get grounded in yourself and your truth. And then number 5 is really dive in to learning how to strengthen your discernment. That discernment is what um, can keep you open-hearted without being naive. And sometimes we want to be naive. Like, sometimes you just want to stick your head in the sand, right? Pretend it's all going to go away. It's not. You guys, it's always darkest before the dawn. A lot of things are coming to light, and they need to. They need to. We can't stick our heads in the sand. We also do not need to immerse ourselves in all of the energy. One of the greatest strengths that you have and that you can develop in this spiritual journey is to learn how to discern for yourself. Okay. Discernment is one of the hardest things to teach because everybody does it in a little bit different way. And I think when we are learning discernment, we have to really learn how to pay attention to what's happening and what we're experiencing in our bodies. Okay. Discernment is something we all have to practice. Every one of us, those of us that have been doing this for 42 years, and those of you that are brand new and just starting to learn about your intuition, we all have to practice discernment. Now, I gave you a few tools that I think can help you in managing your energy if you've had an experience like this. I was thinking about some of the really upsetting experiences that have happened throughout my career with people in leadership, and the disappointment and the frustration and the anger and the sadness and the disbelief, quite honestly. So many people have it like, there's no way this person could have done that. There's no way that this is possible. And you guys, it's possible. People carry lightness and darkness. And of course, our goal is to bring more light. And not always is that everybody's focus. And sometimes the contrast is what is necessary for us to recognize what we need to do. We need to see the contrast. The contrast in life. There is light and dark. It's polarity. And when we just focus on shining our light, which I'm a big shine our light girl, like I love it, sometimes we forget there's hard things in this world, and they are hard. And I, for one, as a spiritual teacher in this realm and this community, um, feel really sad that people are struggling so much with witnessing what's happening with some of the other spiritual teachers and the names that are being thrown around and coming out. And I guess I just want to remind you guys, do not give your power away. And instead, let's take it back. How do you take your power back?